I had $3,000 in the bank at the time, and I drank my $3,000 down to $5. And then when I had $5 left, I said, well, I got nothing else to lose. I went and bought a plastic gun, and I went and robbed the bank. And that's what changed my life. That one, I don't blame it on it, it's just the way I reacted. I didn't know how to deal with it. Can't talk to my friends about that. What are they gonna say? Oh, get over it, Mike. They would have told me like, oh, how many abortions their girlfriends had or something like that. Well, no, that wasn't the case for me. That was probably the first time it ever happened to me, and that was enough. So that gave me my first 4-year sentence. Any way to escape the reality, man, I'm gonna take it, you know. And at the time, we're thinking anything that burnt had alcohol in it. And if you're in prison, if you get a hold of anything that's like alcohol, then you're gonna try anything, because it's a pretty desperate situation, you know. I drank windshield wiper fluid in prison, and that's how I lost my good eye. Now I'm just limited to shadows within about a foot. No colors, no nothing, just either light or dark shadows.
My mother was an accountant, and I followed along in her footsteps, basically, and I became a corporate tax auditor. I had an illness called vertigo. It sincerely pulled the rug out from under my income, my apartment where I was living. In an instant, I was homeless. It seemed that fast.
The people that I work with are what makes the work worthwhile. They're faced with all kinds of problems, and they're always working hard to solve them, and they're just like me, and I feel with them and for them, and I admire them.
These people, they don't do it for the money. They don't do this for the money. They really, really care about us, and it shows, you know. This is not an easy job. They got to deal with some pretty special characters. Everyone's got their own, you know, vices or whatever, problems. And they are really professionals. They deal with everyone so coolly, and they have a lot of respect from everyone around here. And this is probably one of the best places I've ever been at.
I don't feel comfortable at any other drop-in. No, I really don't. I mean, here's the only one where
you don't see the drugs.
Yeah, it's not right in your face. It's not, the women are a little more respectful than a lot of the other places you go to. Here I find it's more like a home, a family or whatever. And if this place wasn't here, I'd probably stay home. I don't know where else we'd go to talk.
No.
For any reason, if Cornerstone had to close their doors, it would mean the end of my career as I know it. I would be back on the street looking for a place to sleep. Our community would be at a great, great loss.
Sometimes we forget working here that every other place isn't exactly the same. And we get used to the awareness of our clients as spiritual beings, as beings who, whatever their overt faith or lack of faith, are meaning-making creatures. And there's lots of good stuff that happens elsewhere. But what I feel we carry uniquely is that the ground of our work is this understanding of the human being as more than someone who's adapting to his situation or her situation, more than somebody who's trying to fit into society, but as someone who has built into their being a need for meaning, a need for significance, a need to be recognized as greater than just a human animal. And I feel that this place holds that awareness.